Next speaker is Alice Havill of Vartega. We're going to learn about composite recycling for automotive lightweighting. I can't wait to find out what that even means. Welcome to the stage, Alice.
Oh man, Thomas set the bar high with humour, but I have an accent, so hopefully I win. Hi, I'm Alice Havill. I work for Vartega. We are a carbon fibre recycling company that's looking at ways to reduce greenhouse gas emissions through lightweighting of the automotive industry. So about a third of our greenhouse gas emissions are coming from the automotive industry. And with 91 million cars manufactured globally this year, we have a bit of a problem on our hands. But there are a number of solutions that have been worked towards this. Now, the first one is obviously engine efficiency. So how do we get more out of the engine for less fuel? Also, biofuels, capturing that carbon and reusing in the fuel system is another big area that people are working with. Batteries are a big one. You've all proven tonight that we're electric fans and we're driving battery cars. But reducing the weight of vehicles is a big part of it, and that's lightweighting. And that's where we come into play. So what is lightweighting? Lightweighting is removing the weight of a vehicle, being able to increase the range, increasing the engine efficiency, longevity in the product, and improving the handling. So how do we do that? There's a number of ways. It's mostly around the material selection, and carbon fibre is perfect for that. It has a very low density, high strength, great impact, and designers love to work with it. It's very adaptive for design. So why are we not using it? It's got a couple of dirty secrets. It's very energy intensive to make. So there's a lot of fossil fuels going into the process just to make it. When it's that intensive, the $45 per pound price tag very rarely moves because of all the energy required to manufacture it. And with 80,000 tons per year produced of it, it's all coming from fossil fuels. But the worst part of it is almost 50% of this is just going back into the landfill. So picture that, 24,000 tons is just being wasted. That's almost $700 million worth of product going into your landfill. This is because it is manufacturing scrap, or it expires before it can even be used in the manufacturing. In some countries, landfill is not an option, and we incinerate it. And while you might get a little bit of energy out of the resin that's with the fibre, you can't use the fibres again. They're pretty damaged because of that. So Vartega has developed a chemistry-based process that recovers those fibres from the pre-pregnated carbon fibre and recycles them back into manufacturing. Because we're chemistry-based, we're very low in energy in our use. We're 90% reduction in energy compared to virgin carbon fibre. And because we don't require the intensive processing steps, we can do it for half the price. What's really important is the fibres maintain their mechanical properties, so they compete directly with virgin fibres. And this is fantastic for the automotive industry because they can't sacrifice on safety. They need to maintain the mechanical properties in order to maintain the safety of their cars. So our geek team in Golden, our engineers have been working on ways of how we can incorporate those fibres back into the automotive industry for the lightweighting and energy conservation. Where we can, we try to recover the fibres continuously. And what that allows us to do is we can wrap vessels like this pressure vessel, which will store hydraulic fluid during the baking process for energy recovery. What most of you will be familiar with is the use of woven carbon fibre for body parts, such as your bonnet. This allows you to have that strength, but not be able to, you don't sacrifice your safety in the car in a crash. Non-woven fabrics, these are less well known. They're in the hidden parts, like the back seat of your car and the side panels, again, to maintain the strength and safety of your car. But we want to try and keep it light, and that's why you would use carbon fibre. And compounding with polymers like nylon allow you to injection mold parts so that you can have, again, the strength and the safety in the parts, but again, lightweighting for energy reduction during operation. So reducing greenhouse gas emissions and conserving energy in our vehicles is not a one-company solution. And Vartega is a part of a consortium of companies that are working towards reducing the energy, reducing the greenhouse gases from your car. It's been a pleasure talking to you tonight, and if you want to be a part of the solution or learn more about carbon fiber recycling, I'd be happy to speak to you afterwards. Thank you.